What is up, budgeting family and friends? My name is Shirria. This is the Shirria Mag channel where I am documenting our six-figure debt-free journey as an entrepreneurial licensed clinical social worker along with my husband who is a welder. Together we have a combined income of about $130,000 and we started our journey in October of 2023 with $305,884 worth of debt. We have a goal to have that debt paid off and eliminated by December 31st. 2026 to then build wealth and become work optional by the age of 50. We are documenting and sharing our journey with you guys here in the form of monthly budgets, weekly budgets, debt updates, and because I am an entrepreneur, I do also share the income that I was able to earn at the end of every month, in addition to recently added quarterly net worth updates. Today is Sunday, October the 6th, and I'm a little behind, but I am closing out September monthly budget, and we will get right into it. All right, so what you see on the screen is my budgeting template. If you are interested in purchasing this budgeting template, the link to the Etsy store that I purchased it from is in the link in the description box below. This budget actually started on August the 29th because that was when my husband got his September week 1 paycheck, and I think it ran to September 24th. Let's see, September 25th, because September 26th would have started October week 1's budget. So the income for this month was planned at $8,050. That was with $850 every single week. My husband is paid weekly, as am I. And we plan about $850. Week 1, he earned $898.89. Week 2, he earned $739.97. Week 3, he earned $908.82. And week 4, he earned $904.80. $950 is projected or planned for me for each week, and I actually earn the same amount every single week, $1,104.75, as I do pay myself as an employee of my business, and my business classification is S Corp. Then we got $850 in rent that we get every single month, and then I had $885.13 in either extra income or returns, and then $5 that I actually categorized as extra income. So that brought our actual income for the month of September to $9,611.60. For savings, we planned to save $1,330. That was with $200 going into my high yield savings account, $200 going into my husband's high yield savings account, $20 going into M1 investments, $200 going towards Christmas 2024, $40 going towards my son's college fund, $100 going to my daughter who's in college, $370 going towards the roof for our investment property, and $200 going towards my son's barber school that we are cash flowing. What we did actually save was $200 in my high yield savings account, $200 in my husband's savings account, $20 in M1 investments, $149.01 for Christmas 2024, $49.60 for my son, $58.23 towards my daughter, $370 towards our roof for our investment property, and $200 for my son's barber school payments. That brought our actual savings for the month of September to $1,246.84. We go over to bills, and bills for the month of September were planned at $2,441.66. That was with our monthly mortgage payment that is paid in weekly installments in the amount of $1,332. And we actually paid $1,331.99. $133.26 towards our life insurance, and that is what we paid. $9.99 towards Apple storage, and that is for storage on all of my Apple devices, and that is what we paid. $58 towards my husband's cell phone, and $58 is what we paid. $41.63 for my son's trumpet, and $41.63 is what we paid. $25.05 to Planet Fitness, and $25.05 is what we paid. Foremost, which is the home insurance on our investment property, is $121.68, and that is what we paid. $330 towards Wilson Electric, and that is what we paid. $16.54 towards Netflix, and because that came out on the 27th, we did pay it, but it came out and it actually will go towards October's bill, monthly budget. And then our insurance also came out on the 28th, which also went towards October's budget. So that brought our actual expenses to $2,051.60. Expenses for the month were planned at $2,710.00. That was with $600 planned for groceries, and we only spent $237 for the month and 62 cents. And that is because my husband got some bucks for my son, and then my niece paid me for watching my great nephew with food stamps, and we did a lot of shopping from home. So that was a plus. In gas, we had budgeted $500, and we actually spent $441.10. Beauty maintenance, I had planned $100, and we spent $92.05. Boys hair, I had planned $50, and we did spend $50. Toiletries, we planned $200, and we didn't actually do a separate toiletry run or haul. So a lot of times little things like deodorant, toothpaste, and stuff showed up in our actual grocery budget. Household, we planned $200, and we spent $184.85. Fast food, we planned $200, and we spent $183.20. Date night, we planned $100, and we spent $0. No dates for the month of September. Miscellaneous, we planned $360, and we spent $784.83. I really need to go through our miscellaneous transactions and see if I can categorize any of those to create a separate sinking fund for those. Tithing, we planned $200, and I tithed $150. Holiday celebrations, there were no holidays in the month of September. And car parts, we had planned $200, and we spent $40.02, which brought our monthly expenses to $2,163.67. Debt for the month of September was planned at $2,743.09. That was so the minimum payments, we keep the minimum payments on the budget because we are doing the snowavalanche method, which is where we're actually paying the highest interest debts now that we are credit card free. So we're currently tackling my Honda Pilot. But we keep the minimum payments even though the cards don't have a balance up here, so we know exactly what needs to be snowballed from week to week. So Carnival, Barclays, and Amazon, American Express don't have a balance. We snowball those. My husband's Platinum American Express had a balance of $400. We paid $695. My Platinum American Express had a balance of $717.92. We paid $706.75, which was probably the statement balance. Capital One, Ulta, and the State Employees Credit Union credit card don't have a balance. My Hilton American Express does have a balance. The minimum payment is $40. For the month of September, I paid $301.41. My husband's Hilton American Express does also have a balance. His minimum payment is $40. We paid $1,238.24. And this is the card that we actually use for most of our everyday expenses, which is gas and groceries. But the balances, we did get a little out of hand for the month of August, and we're trying to catch up with that. Sam's Club is another card that we use only at Sam's Club. We pay the balance off at the end of every month. So that was had a balance of the minimum payment for the month of September, or the statement balance for the month of September was $55.13. We paid $90.13. Best Buy does not have a balance. PayPal does have a balance. The minimum payment is $35 or $30. It must have been $30 for the month of September. I paid $30. My husband's PayPal card also has a balance. What we do is we pay the interest accruing payments, and then we're just going to keep paying the monthly payments until it's paid down to $0. So he paid $60. Citi Card, Delta, American Express, and neither have a balance, so that was snowball. My car for the month of September, I only had to pay $250. The payment did not actually start. If you followed my journey, I did refinance my car with the credit union from Honda Financial for a lower rate. The rate with Honda Financial was 8.4%, and my current rate is 7.25%, I believe. So the payment started on the 27th in the amount of $184. But because our regular payment when it was with Honda Financial was $250, that is what I had planned on paying. I wasn't successful. Our HELOC is $348, and we did pay that. My student loans, for whatever reason, are on some type of forbearance, so I am not paying those at the moment. JetBlue Barclays card did not have a balance, but the annual fee of $99 did post. So I did pay that. And then my husband did recently sign up for an Amazon Chase card just to get that reward. And it left a balance, which was like a $200 statement credit. And so he got the statement credit and it left a balance of $48.03. And we did pay that off at the end or by the due date. So the actual debt payments that we made for the month of September were $3,762.04. Woo. We go over to that budgeted versus the actual. Our actual income, our planned income was $8,050, and we actually earned $9,611.60. And the planned saved amount was $1,330, and we actually saved $1,246.84. Income spent, which is the combination of bills and expenses, was planned at $5,151.66, and we actually spent $4,215.27. The debt payments were planned at $2,743.09, and we actually were able to apply $3,762.04 to debt minimums and additional debt payments. This left us a planned balance of negative $1,174.75 with an actual remaining balance of $387.45, and that is pretty accurate. I think we started October week 1 with $404 in our account. So we go up to the breakdown, the monthly breakdown of our income. 13.5% of our income went to savings, which is good. 22.2% of our income went towards bills, which is, I guess, okay. 23.5% of our income went towards expenses, and 40.8% of our income went towards debt. There is an excess of miscellaneous expenses, so I will not review those. I do review those in my weekly budgets. So that is it for September monthly budget. We appreciate it. If you or anyone you know is on a debt-free journey and can be informed and or inspired by Follow My Journey, please be sure to follow and share this content with anyone else who may be informed and inspired. Now, the income for September, I did start the full-time triage counselor position, which is overnight. I did also start the PRN job, and the income from that will be reflected in October's budget. Also, I do plan on doing my quarter 3 net worth update, so look for that in the month of October. And finally, now that my books have been cleaned up, be sure to look out for the income reports from my private practice. So some very exciting things coming up there. And if you want more day-to-day content about my debt-free journey and days in my life, be sure to follow me over on TikTok. The link is in the description box below. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.